All right, we're headed to the bank to do, super exciting entrepreneur business things like opening up a bank account. Super exciting. But we're being real, so you're coming with us. Also give us a good time to chat in the car a little bit. All right, let's go. All right, so we're headed to the bank. We're switching bank accounts or switching banks. We had a question on Instagram. Corey asked how the progress is coming along with the expansion. Slow, just like any other progress in business. I think that's one of the biggest things that until you get into owning business is realize that even in fast-moving startups, things still move incredibly slow. And you kind of have to accept that. You have to learn to deal with that because if things always moved fast, you'd get exhausted and burnt out. And while we are a startup, the economy and the businesses around us are not. So they don't operate at the same scale. And that can be frustrating at times.
Good way to put it.
So we have to pace ourselves, and we have to be realistic, and we still have to kind of do what we have to do day in, day out, which we can't lose track of what's really, really important to us, which is making sure we're still doing an incredibly high quality job of delivering the experience to our current customers while still focusing on expansion. And this is where team is really critical, having a team of people that you trust to kind of cover all that, with Ryan being able to deliver an exceptional experience day in, day out, so then I can focus on some of the expansion elements for the company, and then also having Ryan jump in on that as well. This really feeds into talk about a little psychological concept. I haven't talked about one in a while. It's called the focusing illusion, and the focusing illusion is essentially that at any one time, whatever you're thinking about it's never as important as when you're thinking about it. So it's when you're so focused on something, it's always more important in that moment when you're thinking about it. Examples like when you want to buy a car and you think about that car, all of a sudden that car is everywhere. When you hear a word you haven't heard before, all of a sudden that word pops up everywhere. You're so focused on it, it's so critical to you. And this can be really a death trap in business. If you're so focused on one element, that's all you're going to think about, and it's going to be the most crucial thing to you. So if it doesn't go well, then it starts to really feed into other elements of your business. So if one expansion element doesn't go well, then it opens up this can of worms and potential to impact everything else. So I think that the more experience you get in business and the more savvy you become, you start to shield yourself and protect yourself and try not to bias yourself with this focusing illusion so much, and really focus on continuing to grow and continuing to control things that you can control. So that's what we're working on. We do have another meeting on Tuesday coming up with another leasing company, another building. So things are moving forward. They're just progressing at a rate that we kind of typically expect. Plus, add in this is summertime, and everything slows down even more in summertime. That's a quick update on that. We're almost to the bank. We got to finalize all the stuff. One of the reasons, if you're asking why are we switching banks, we're switching to a bank that's a little bit more known for propping up small businesses, really known for small business loans, and again, just kind of doing the prep work for growth. Because to grow, you need cash flow. And cash flow means small business loans, means investment, a combination of all the above. So we're just getting our ducks in a row to make sure that we can avoid one of the biggest pitfalls that doesn't get talked about a ton, which is dealing with success. So as you get bigger and you get more successful, you have to be able to have systems in place to manage that and sustain that. A lot of times it's talked about how not to fail in business and how it's so common, but succeeding too fast or succeeding without a solid foundation is going to be a recipe for disaster. So that's something we're trying to avoid, and we're almost there. You excited for bank trip?
I'm excited for the bank trip.
He's not excited. All right, bank time.
Both decent ideas.
How's banking? How's banking?
Kind of as you'd expect.
Sit down.
Arduous.
That's a good word.
Expanding my vocabulary.
Back to recharge.
Can't stay in school.
As you get older and to be more comfortable in your body.
Yeah.
And every time you have a little ache and pain, instead of popping some kind of a pill for it, try to move more, try to get some expert help in moving your body the correct way. And I think I know for a fact for myself, it has been incredible. I can move better, I feel better when I leave here, I feel wonderful. And not just the exercising and the weight-bearing things that we do, but the talking and the camaraderie with Brian and everybody that's here. So I just totally recommend it.
And you like the assault bike, right?
Pardon?
You like the assault bike?
I do. I love this. Once you're really exercising, really working out and things, get on this. It's your own little air conditioner right here. So the wind just blows in your hair.
The only person in history who loves assault bikes. That's awesome.
That's right.
People love their vacations.
Why go on so many vacations? I don't know. But yes, they love them.